Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. The numbers for Crowell in last week's game. 9 carries, 59 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago? Those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return.
On second down, here's Crowell. A beautiful spin and room to run. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And Crowell lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And he can't get rid of it, He's taken down. Anthony Barr. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 85 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumps.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back, and that's caught inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here. Adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a give to Crowell. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Third down and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down now after the incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Now back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how and get rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try the right side with Crowell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense. Under pressure, they got him again. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your